You're right. Oh, thank you.
How many times a day would have been there? Food safety, it's in your hands. For more information, visit foodsafety.asn.au.
Oh.
SWR 99.9.
The difference
Ready?
is the music.
You ready? You're going to talk into it this way. And welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Joseph from Team Jesus and myself, Lesley Spaliviero. And how are you today, Joseph?
I'm very good, thank you, Leslie.
And so tell us a little bit about yourself. We've got quite a few people on our platforms here. We're streaming across 6 platforms, plus Instagram, plus the radio. So don't be nervous.
It's hard not to be first time, but I'll try to do my best.
So I'll get you on the screen. How about that? So tell me a little bit about yourself there, Joseph, while I get set up.
Okay, so as with the name, we started a charity approximately 10 years ago, and basically we started with a group, another group helping out, and as we grew, we basically came together and started this charity, Team Jesus, and the whole point is to help those who are less fortunate, do what we can for the community. Basically, once a week, we come together, we organize food. So at the hall, it's in Blacktown, number 30, First Avenue, Blacktown. And it starts at 6 o'clock. And so what we do is everyone brings we get food donated, clothes, and some money donations. We put it all together, and we have about so much food, and throughout the night we serve approximately 30 to 70 people, depending. Every night it's different.
Wow.
We have tea, coffee, cordial, water as well. We have a lady that comes and also changes the dressings, or wound dressings, or takes blood pressure.
Yeah. That's cool.
We try to offer what we can. We're not professionals, but we do what we can, and it's really fantastic. There's a lot of food that happens during the night. Fantastic food: chicken, pastas, pizzas. All donated from individuals and some businesses from around the Blacktown area.
Nice.
It's great food, and the atmosphere is very nice because everyone gets to know each other. We get to know the community. We talk to them as well.
Yeah.
And that's the other side of it. We come together to eat, and we also come together to chat, to get to know each other, and to help each other out in any way possible.
Yeah, and tell me why you started there, Joseph. What's the purpose? What's your goal? What's your purpose?
Well, as I was saying before, when I started with this, I think it was my brother-in-law. He took me down one time and said, "Oh, look, I have a friend that's helping the community out," and this was in Parramatta. And so he said, "Just come along and see what it's like." This was approximately 10 years ago.
Oh, right. Okay.
And
that's awesome.
We went down, and it was a Saturday night. So they used to do it every Saturday, and wow, it was the first night I was there, I just felt like I was alive. I love my life.
The self-satisfaction, yeah.
Well, I love my life. Everyone had ups and downs, but I've always wanted to help people, and this was a great opportunity to give something to the community. and it just I started there with my brother-in-law, and then it just grew with people we know, and from then on, approximately 5 years ago, we started Team Jesus, and we opened up our own place in Blacktown, and every Friday night, and it's just good to give back to the community. Like I said, we help, we talk. A lot of people, especially the elderly, who have been cut off from everyone else during the COVID.
Yeah.
It was hard to hear some of the phone calls
and the stories.
Yep,
that, same. That's why I do this too.
That they're pretty much alone. They can't get out, or they're too scared. And we also make some hampers, some food hampers.
Yeah, beautiful.
And so we take it to them, and just give them a bit of time as well, a bit of talking.
Yeah.
And that's
beautiful. That's really sweet. And so so with your Facebook page, that's growing quite well with regards to getting publicity and stuff like that. So who are the people that help you? Like you mentioned earlier before the show that you have some pizza places that donate pizzas. You have all different types of businesses that donate. So
we have a lot of individuals that help and make food or donate money, which we would buy from, for example, El Jannah chicken, and they will give us a discounted rate. And there's a kebab, Prospect Kebab house in Blacktown. They give us great deals on food, and this allows us to give that much more
back to the community.
Yeah, and it's a lot of food, because sometimes when you have 70 people there, it's a lot of people to feed, and 100%. It gets very busy.
And do you know how many people are going to turn up, or you just wing it? What if there's too much food? What do you do with the food that's left over?
We package it in takeaway containers, give some away to the people that are there.
Yeah, nice.
And I also dropped it off to some people's houses in the local community.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. So if you've just joined us, it's Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I'm an international psychic medium. I relay messages from spirit through to you. So if you're on one of the group pages, come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you can post up your question there. We will answer, or I will answer the question unless Joseph wants to have a crack at it.
That's right.
So we'll come back with Joseph in a minute, but I'm just going to say hello to some of the people online here, Joseph. So you could probably see them on your streaming. Can you see that on your live there already, or no? Just turn the screen around for me. So if you just refresh that for me somewhere, and see what comes up there. It should come up. So if it doesn't come up, I'll be surprised, and that's a there it is. I think there you go. So now you can see it. So if you click on that there now, you should be able to see all the comments come down the side here.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so I don't know what that little what is that white writing there saying?
We're having trouble paying.
Oh, well then just monitor you can see yourself here on the live, so just monitor the actual comments there, so you can actually go ahead and answer your fans, I guess, or your followers. So we're just going to say hello to a few people. So we've got Julie Polk, she says, hey, Lesley, how are you going? Yes, I'm great, thanks. And guys, I wasn't available last night because I didn't get home till late, and I was absolutely flat out all day, all night. So it was tough to get onto a live show last night at 10 o'clock till midnight. So I didn't get into bed till after 12. So we'll say hello to Karen Wern. She says, evening, Lesley. We've got Rosie Salano, I can't ever say people's surnames, Salano, and she says, hello, Lesley. We've got Diane Wilson. Hello, Lesley. Andy Wilson. Hi, Andy. Thanks for joining me. She says, hi, lovely. Good to see you. Thank you. Vicky Thrift. I nearly said Wiki Thrift then. Hi, Lesley. And these ladies are on our show most of the time there, Joseph. So these are quite regular, these people. So we've got Rosie. She says, I'm from the USA in Southern California. It's 1 a.m. here. So tell us where you're from, suburb, state, and country and county. Let me know if you want to donate to Team Jesus to help out with offering food to, some people that are not as fortunate as some. So if you go over to his page, Team Jesus Sydney, you'll be able to contact Joseph direct. So he'll be able to, guide you in the right light to, maybe supporting him with some food or clothing or anything that you need to throw out and or any food, So let's keep going. Got Monique Keane. She says, Mum, Joanne Kimmering, you need to get a reading. So she's telling her mum. She's actually telling her mum. So VK, she says, hi, Lesley and Joseph. So thanks for joining us, guys. We've got Tracy Tuck. She's here with us. Ashley Norcott. We've got Rosie. She's already given me a validation, which is amazing. She said, you read for me about a month ago, and you are amazing. You really tripped me out. as it was like you were seeing where I lived and also feeling my pain. You are great. Thanks again. Yeah, well, that's what I do. That's what happens when you're a medium. You pick up on everything. So we've got Jessica Kinji, and Jessica hasn't been on for a while, but I know she's from New Zealand. There, Joseph. So she's all the way from New Zealand. This lady here, Jessica Kinji.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you. So Wendy Kuick, I think that's Kaucic. I can't ever say names. I'm terrible at that, so don't criticize me for that. So Joe Lister is watching as well. So Jessica, she says, yay, I caught a live. Hello, my favorites, lovely lady Lesley. And I love the name Team Jesus. Yeah, that's cool. So Bronwyn Lister is watching as well. She says, hello, guys and girls. I am from New Zealand. Love your show. Thank you very much. And Rosie says, may I ask if there are any messages from me, Spirit, tonight? So we'll come back to you, Rosie. I just want to say hello to a few more people. So do you have anybody on there, Joseph, that you want to say hello to on your page as well, the names?
Firstly, I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot to mention that at the beginning. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm very nervous, but I really appreciate.
Yeah, that's fine.
I really appreciate this time.
No, that's fine.
Very grateful.
Look, I'm a medium. I can feel it in your bones. I know exactly how you feel. All right, so it's all good. So if you want to say hello to a few people from your page there, Joseph, just go ahead and call them out.
I see a few names, but I'm not sure. Hi to everyone that's posted online. It's great to meet you all, and please forgive me if I've replied with hi to all because I couldn't reply to every single one. Yeah. I'm very new at this and slow. So I'll teach you. Don't worry. We'll get you onto another show, and you'll be like captain of the ship then. So don't worry about that. All right. So we've also got here Nancy Mills. So Nancy, she says, hi, Lesley, lovely to see you. Thank you, Nancy. Nice to see you too. Well, I wish I could see you, but anyway, I can see your name. We've got Tina Fu is watching, Kim Jade. We've also got here Team Jesus says, hi, all. I got your message over here too, Joseph, so I can see that. Natalie Shaw, hi, Nat. She's one of my old high school friends from when I was 14, so she jumps on here sometimes. We've got Amy Santosh is, hi, Joseph and Lesley from Central Canada. So I hope you're both fine. Yes, we are. And we hope you are too. We've got Kerry Bender. Oh, okay. Miss Kerry Bender, hey? So we've got Rosie Salerno. We've also got Fifi. Oh, gosh, how do we say that name? Fifi Picos. I'm really bad with the names. We've got Tash Flowers. She's been on here before. We've got Krista Marie Clark. She says, hello, beautiful. And we've got a few more people over there. So name some people over there then, Joseph. Then we can jump into the readings. I think you've mentioned them all. Tash Flowers. Okay. Is anybody from your page? I don't think so. Oh. Fair enough. So we'll go into some readings now. And... So Julie Paul goes, she says, hi, Joseph, love what you do with Team Jesus. Yeah, guys, so go over to his page and like his page. So love, like, and share it so that we can actually help and support, the good causes of this. And, as much as Joseph has done this for 10 years, I'm sure that it still, gives your heart a flutter when you feel that satisfaction from people, so. Absolutely. I just think, well, first of all, I'm very grateful that I'm blessed to have everything that I have. Same. I really can't. I thank God for everything that I have, and it's very good to give back. I'm 100%. Very grateful for that opportunity. We accept everyone that comes in. We try to help everyone that walks through the doors, and all the team are very nice. Like I said, we're not professionals, but we give it all every night. I've got to say the team is grown over the years, and we are just truly blessed to have all those supporters that make every night possible. For everyone that's helped out throughout the time, I'd just like to give you a big thank you, and I thank God for all this, for you guys helping us out. I really, truly, it's a team effort. That's why we call it's the name is a team.
Yeah.
So everyone has a part to play.
100%.
And
so is that what the name, like what? So the Jesus part, why is that? Is because you're giving back like Jesus did when the bread and everything. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah,
so from a spiritual perspective, I'm like I said, as I am thankful. I know that I would like to give back to my local community. If I had more to give back, I would. But we can all do our part, and that's what I would like to stress to everyone. Don't feel like if you're poor, for example, you can donate your time.
Exactly.
If you have money but don't have the time, you can donate money, and that way, when it all comes together, it actually every single week it's really a truly a blessing, because the amount of food, the amount of people helping, the amount of people coming in and talking, and it's just like a one big function, and we call it a family.
Beautiful community,
yeah. So our community becomes a family.
Exactly.
And we give a bit of a talk before we eat. We give thanks for the food.
So do you pray as well?
We pray.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'll give a bit of a sermon, and it's just and that way too, when we communicate with the people, we're letting them know that we're here to help, and sometimes it's just a matter of listening to someone, especially the elderly or those that are actually on the street who have no one to talk to. I remember one Australia Day time. The Australia Day fell on a Friday. Now I'll never forget this. We were working out whether to do the night or not, or give people the opportunity to do something with their family, and we ended up doing that Friday, which became on Australia Day. And one particular lady said, "Thank you very much, because had you not opened up, I would have been home by myself doing nothing."
There you go. That's beautiful.
So
I know.
Every little bit makes a difference.
100%.
And
100%.
Whatever your beliefs, for me, I strongly give thanks. I really, how can I say, just truly amazing that even I have this opportunity to do this.
Yeah.
And whatever we can help the community with, we always try to do what we can.
100%. I've been a medium for public for about, I think, 5 years now, 4 or 5 years now. But it's amazing how many people, I don't realize I help as well, but I don't expect anything back. But I actually, if I help somebody and I can actually get somebody that out of despair or out of sorrow, then that's actually my self-satisfaction that I have for myself, So that's what I do. That's what this is all about. So if you're a psychic medium out there, such as Kerry Bender that's watching, what are you doing for the community there, Kerry Bender? What are you actually doing other than, being a psychic medium there? So tell us what you're doing. We've got a lot of other psychics that come onto the shows as well. And so are you actually doing something, I'm not saying that I'm doing everything for the community, but what are you doing for the community is what I'm going to ask everybody, because this is what it's all about. If you've got a gift, you need to share it. You need to actually make sure that you're actually, put on the spot and giving back to the public, because that's what the gift is for. So I do this 8 hours a week, Joseph. I do 3 radio stations. This is my first radio station. I do it 2 hours, 8 till 10, and I do another radio station on Sunday night, 8 till 10, Pulse FM over at Windsor, and then I do another one on Monday night, live up at Borkham Hills. So I do 6
Very
hours of
busy.
radio, and then
Wow.
I do Tuesday nights 10 till 12 just from home, just as that's really quite casual. So,
That's
but I
incredible.
try and I do 8 hours a week to share my gift with people, because I just believe that if you've got a gift, you should be giving it back, so that's what I do. But I just want to go into a reading now there, Joseph, for a second. So we've got Rosie, and she wanted a spirit reading. But what I get around you there, Rosie, is a number 12. And I also get the number 3 for you. So we're looking at angel numbers, and that sounds very common, but that's what I'm getting. I also get March for you. So coming up in March is going to be very busy, and they're also showing me a couple of obstacles for you. Work's going to be a bit different, but a bit more busier as well. I also get pain on the right side of my ear, which and I feel like I want to be sick. So somebody around you has either got dementia or some form of swallowing, or they can't actually swallow properly through their throat area down to the esophagus. I feel like that part of their throat is actually what's it called, like scratchy, if that makes sense. And I also feel like my pain in my right ear has gone away. So this person's either got pain down the right side of their face as well into the shoulder. I also feel like for you going forward, there's going to be some changes, like I said, around work, around March time, but going forward as well, into April and May is also going to be some little obstacles, but you'll get through it. And also birthday, that's what I'm getting there as well. And then look, they're saying to me to ask you, are you thinking of changing pace with the house, or like renovating or moving from home? Because I just saw property, and I just saw a contract as well. So, and they're also saying to me as well for you, Rosie, to save your money, because the pennies are going out. And when I see the pennies, I actually see them as the old-fashioned Roman pennies. So make sure that you're saving your money, because I can see if you put your hands in your pocket and you pull your pockets out, they're all empty because you keep spending. So just save your money up till June, and everything's going to be tickety-boo for you. So I will go into some more people. So we've got Kim Jade here. She says hello as well. I'm going to run forward with some of the people that are on the page here, Joseph. So we've got Krista Marie Clark. She says, please, can I have a guidance it's my birthday tomorrow? Oh, lucky you. Well, happy birthday for tomorrow. I'm just going to go back I'm going to write your name down, because birthday, I've got another 2 people to do tomorrow. And I feel like you've got anxiety as well there, Krista. Wow. Very, very anxious. And I also get for Bronwyn Lister, she wanted a general reading there. So yeah, I feel like that you're quite anxious as well. And going forward, there's a lot of things going to change for you as well. And I also get the number 3 for you. So March is coming up, is going to be very, very busy. There's lots of changes. It's like you've just seen the light. It's like they say to me, flip the coin, and if you go and throw it up in the air, and you'll flip it completely over, because things are going to change that quick, okay? So, and I also get a young man around you, and I feel like this man is around 23, 24 years of age, dark brown hair, dark brown eyes, olive skin, and he looks like to me that he's not thinking right, okay? So he might need a welfare check, and I can see him on the phone, and he looks quite upset on the phone, disappointed, okay, in the face. So might need to do a welfare check around this young man. If that's not you, if that's not you that knows a young man of that description, then it's going to be somebody else around on the Facebook page. Let me go back, Bronwyn Lister. So around, who was it? Where is she? So here we are. So Diane Wilson or Kim Jade, someone around Tina Fu, could be anybody around there, because I'm feeling a strong energy around this young man, and I feel like it's relationship based for him, and that he will be receiving a call, or he's got a disappointed face on his face, so look on his face. So, and I'll leave it there. So do you know what a psychic medium is, Joseph?
I have a vague idea. I just saw a comment here that I state Donna Marie.
Okay.
Saying I can't hear you on Instagram.
Can't hear me on Instagram?
Just if you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay.
I have
really
a vague
weird.
idea, but not really.
I don't know what that is. So keep going there, Joseph. So what do you think I am?
As the name suggests, I believe you know or have intuition of people through, and so you're the medium between the spirit world and the people.
That's right, yeah. So you can be a psychic, and you can do past, present, and future, but you can't always be a medium. So some psychics can't be a medium because they can't get spirit to come through. If they tried hard enough, they probably could, but sometimes they just can't. They don't. They might not want to either. but I do both. So I can do past, present, and future, as well as the talking to the other side. So you'll see me look to the right. And so when I look to the right, it means I'm not looking at you, or I don't even see you there. I actually see what they show me.
Mhm.
So it's called remote viewing. So that means that I see, as you come out of the bathroom and the shower is misty, like the mirror is misty from the shower. It's like that. So that's how I see it. So sometimes I can't quite tell the colors. I can't quite tell if it's a white color or a cream color or a pale yellow color, because it looks the same to me in that mist. If it's a dark color, it might be, dark gray, dark blue, charcoal or something like that. They all look the same to me, but then I'll get it right. I might hear spirit say something, but I'll get names, numbers, I'll get, dates, I'll get feelings in my body as well, which is part of it's called psychometry. So if I pick up your phone, I'll be able to pull through energy through that and then tell you things.
Wow.
So I keep getting the number 4 around you, but what is number 4? What is the 4 around you?
Number 4.
So if it's nothing right now, keep it in mind, because I get the number 4. Is it April month? What's in April? What's going on there?
I don't have
Anything?
Well, my birthday is not in April.
Don't tell me, so we'll pick up something later.
But so far, April for me, it's at the moment there's
nothing. So
nothing
keep it in mind, because it's going to be busy, and I get a number 4. So either 4 or April for you. So we'll keep going. So yes, where are we up to here? So yes, I'm an international psychic medium. So if you'd like to come over to my page, go to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you're listening on our live feeds over 6-7 platforms, including Instagram and Radio SWR 99.9 FM. So if you'd like to have a reading, come over to my page on the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page, and I will do a reading for you. So we've got Krista. I just did her. No, I didn't. She's got a birthday tomorrow, so we'll do her. And I felt before that she was quite anxious. So the 4 might be around her, actually, because that might be coming up, because that's the next reading. So Krista, tell me if it's number 4 around you or April. I also get May is a busy month for you as well. And I also see, I don't know why I see it, but I have to say it, is I see like either jewelry or like a bracelet that you've received, or you've received from an elderly lady. That's what I see around you as well. And this looks like to me either white gold or silver. So that's what I'm getting there as well. And also the message for you tomorrow is the white lilies. So I don't know why they're showing me the white lilies, because I feel like that you're not that keen on white lilies, but you'd like the pink lilies. They're showing me pink and then they're showing me white. So you might get a combination of that for your birthday. Okay, and I see a huge vase and I see the flowers on the kitchen table. So that's what I get for that as well. And also there's a couple little surprises coming up, and clearly I can't tell you that. That sounds really general, but I also feel like for you going forward, the number 15, which 1 and 5 is 6. So you've got the month of June for you as well. So what's those numbers? So you've got 4, which is April. We've got the 5, and we've got the 1, 5, and the 6 for that, as well as number 15 for you going forward. So and I feel like there's a lot of anxiousness around you as well. And I feel like that's around communication. So the communication is, can I hear now? I can't hear you clearly. I don't know why they're saying I can't hear you clearly. Maybe it's a phone. I don't know, on Instagram. But I just feel like that going around you, Krista, there's a communication gap. There's like spiraling down of communication. That's what I'm just seeing now. So, and I also see a white or a light colored car for you. And when I see the cars, I have to tell you, because I want it to get fixed or get looked at within 2 to 4 weeks, because I always give everybody 2 to 4 weeks for the car. Because I just feel like with the car, it's either a lemon, they're just saying to me a lemon, but otherwise, if you don't get the brakes or the tires or anything like that checked, then there's nothing's going to happen. But I just want you to get it done before the 2 to 4 weeks mark. So that's it. Don't drive it after 4 weeks, if that makes sense.
Safety.
Yeah, 100%. That's what Spirit shows me. It'll always show me a car, and I always know that sign or that picture of a car, doesn't matter what color it is at the time for that person. I know there's something wrong with it, because that's what they show me. They give me that sign. So, and I have to run with it, because if I don't say what I get, the messages will stop. So we've got VK here. Hi Leslie, I have a job interview Friday. Will I like the place, and will they offer me the role? I think it could be interesting. Any insights would be appreciated. So I think that you should go for it. I actually think that you should like put your head up high, walk in like an exclamation mark, not a question mark, because you don't want to walk in there as if you don't have any confidence, because that's when they'll look at you and just think twice. So so first impressions are super important. And I'll also get a sore neck for you. I don't know why, but my neck is quite sore. And I feel like that you've either slept the wrong way or it's a bit stiff. So so get that looked at as well. And just going forward with the role, I actually feel like this is going to be a stepping stone for another couple of roles after that. So brace yourself for this one. This is good to start with and build experience. So you're going to be building experience along the way, which is going to be nice for you. And I also get the number 24 around you. So what's the number 2 and 4, which is 6? So you've got 2, 4, 6, and 24. So what are those numbers around you? If you could share that with us, that would be great, because I feel like that number is quite strong.
Are they possibly lottery?
Oh, I hope so. Everyone says that. I wish. Do you think I'd be here? I have my own commercial radio. So I wish. Yeah. So we've got a validation here. We've got KX Mori. She says, validation. I have a job at Wendy's and I've been balancing as well, but I'd like a general reading, please. Oh, okay. Well, that's not a validation. Is that a validation? Okay, so we'll come back to you. And also Diane Wilson, she wanted to know about her blood test, but I can't do medical. I can't do medical or legal. All I can do is I can just guide you to go to the doctor, get checked, and I can only do things like that, because it's really important that if there's something not right with your blood, then you need to actually go to the doctor and get it sorted out. I can't give advice on medical or legal. I'm not a legal eagle. Even though I'm a qualified trainer and assessor, I used to lecture anatomy and physiology. I'm a qualified personal trainer. I can give you some advice on the guidelines of what I do for a living, but I can't give you medical advice. I can't tell you. No psychic medium should be telling you anything about what to do with your body, pretty much. Nor the government.
That's right. That's right. The spot on there.
Exactly. So, and how are you feeling there, Joseph? You look like you're a bit more relaxed in the face now.
Yeah, I'm just listening in, and it's
interesting.
Trying to relax as much as I can.
It's interesting, isn't it? So, tell me, Joseph, what has been the most satisfying experience that you've had with Team Jesus?
I must say, on a personal level, I think the spiritual growth that I've received from what I do. I mean, so I believe in Christ, obviously, and I go to church. But it's like the 2 commandments that Christ gave: love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. That's that part, I think people forget.
Yeah.
As simple as those 2 commandments really are, because the first.
So are you Catholic?
I'm Catholic. Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, the spiritual blessings. Coming back to the spiritual blessings, it's I mean, when you listen to God and give, it's very basic. I believe it's not hard. At the end of the day, God wants us to be perfect, but He knows we're not perfect, and so when we fall and make mistakes, it's a matter of picking ourselves back up and trying to do our best and allow God's grace to do the rest, so to speak.
Oh, that's a good, Brian. What kind of, did you make that up? Or
it came to me a few years back, and I tried to be simple.
So that's been practiced before. I was trying to give you a plug there about that one, but anyway.
It's just going back to simple basics. We can't forget each other. I mean, like I was saying, and everyone can give their time or their 100%. Money or something. Yeah. Everyone can give something.
100%.
And if everyone did do that little bit, I think the world would be a better place in general. Yeah.
Well, I got called satanic last week because I'm a psychic medium from a Christian.
Yes.
But I said this was my response. I said, oh, okay, righto. So tell me, so God created man and woman, and they said yes and everything, and I said okay, and I said okay, I'm not religious, and I'm on the fence, right? I believe in prayers. I do prayers on my shows. I believe in being a good person and doing the right thing and helping people, all that stuff. So I don't go to church. I don't have time. I do 8 hours a week for the community in the world. Anyway, and I turned around and said, look, so why did God give me the gift and not you? That's what I said to them. So why do I have this gift to help people and not you going forward? So if that's satanic, you know what I mean? So I don't believe, and we've heard that a couple of times before with some of the people that I've had on my shows before, so that we've never ever gone into it. But now that I've got you here as a religious person, then it would be really super interesting to know.
My stance on this, I actually called my priest before I came to get some advice. And, it was, we're doing a good thing here.
100%.
And, and like I said, well, actually, sorry, I might not have mentioned it, but from the team that helps at Team Jesus, we have Catholics, Orthodox, Protestant, and some Muslims have been helping, and no religion.
Yeah.
So, again, George, my mate, we grew up together, who helps. We work together in the charity. There's a few other people my brothers helped start, and Anthony and Danny, the one that lost unfortunately the 3 kids. And so we didn't. I guess what I'm trying to say is
we've got to go back to the priest and tell me what he said.
Well, he said, if you're doing something for God,
exactly.
This is for building. So for me, I'll leave it up to you. If you believe that this is what
something good,
you're doing is something good, and God gave you this gift, for me, it's not for me to question. If you said, look, I'm a Satanist and I do this, and
I'm
this,
so far
I'd say,
from that. I swear to God, I've actually got wings.
And no, you know what I mean? I hope I'm making my point. So
I know what you're saying.
And look, it's very easy to judge. And there's a lot of comments on social media. Let's take Israel Folau, for example. About the gay and lesbian marriage and so forth. I mean, they're saying that they will go to hell. But if we take a step back, if his intentions were good, then his message got lost in the way he presented it. I would prefer to say, well, first you have to know who this God is to understand why you should believe in God. What does God want from you? What is there apart from this world that we need to think about? So,
well, everybody's got a purpose, haven't they?
Yeah.
So what's the purpose? That's what you got to ask people: is what's their purpose? Why are they here? Why are they doing this? I've been doing this for, and I actually pay for radio. I pay to help people. So work that one out. So that's what I do, because I'm tired of all the mediums out there, all the pretend people out there ripping off all the good people out there, So that's why I do this. It's important that I get that message out there. So if I can get the right message, the genuine right message out there, then I can actually make sure that other people, that vulnerable people, are not getting ripped off by all these charlatans that can't do this.
Right.
I had one reading client, a private reading client, and she got charged $300 for 2 sentences in an email.
Wow.
And that just
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. See what I mean? So that poor lady got sucked into this apparent psychic medium.
Yeah.
And that just horrifies me. So that's why I do this. And I say, well, you know what? I'm not getting paid for this. I'm actually paying for it. So if I can do something good and give back for my gift, then I'm helping someone. And
so there you go.
I can't. If I gave you access to my private messages from the Facebook pages that I run, you would be absolutely blown away with the messages that we get. So over the last few years, it's just incredible. So, and I don't do it for the fame and fortune. I do it to make sure that people get a message and guidance, as well as get the support they need, and push them, and I motivate them, put my personal training hat on, I motivate them, and I give them a virtual kick up the butt so that they can do what they have to do, because I can see a bit into the future of where they can be, so if I can save a life as well, which I've saved lives from people passing by suicide and stuff. So if I can do that, then I actually feel better in myself, knowing that I've given them some hope. You know what I mean?
So it goes to show, so everything that you have just said, this is what you do, and this is your way of helping.
I don't expect anything back. We
in Team Jesus, when we come together, all the group, George, and all the help, all the people that come to help, we don't, we give our spare time.
You're humble about it.
We use any expenses we pay for ourselves. So 100% of the donations go towards the poor.
The poor, yeah.
And we use for petrol if I need to move around to deliver hampers. That's out of my pocket. My time is my time. And and so we're both in different ways. We are both trying to do a difference.
That's right.
And we preach the Bible, but we just ask people to listen. So before we eat, we give a small homily, and we talk, and we ask people to listen. And we never ask them what religion they are, what skin color. We had an unfortunate incident too the other day. This lady came in, and she was very upset with white people and
white people.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And she's from an Aboriginal background, and it was very shocking. Very how to say, the words were very bad. And I said, look, in all honesty, I don't even think about skin color. You got to look past these little things that keep people in the social society, that stops them 100%. From moving forward 100%. And fighting against each other. And so I said to her, look, there's no white and black here. Christ says there's no free or slave in Christ. There's no Jew or Greek in Christ. There's no male or female. We are all one in Christ. So we're all equal. And that is what we portray when anyone comes to the hall, as long as they are not violent and rude, we welcome. We never ask them where they're from, how much money they have or don't have, or all welcome. And it's because if we don't practice as much as we can, of course, like I said, we're not professionals, and we're not 100% perfect. So we all have our faults, and the best way to move forward with that is to let go. So she had grievances with some of the white people there. And she had a young kid, and that was the saddest part. And that young kid experienced all that swearing and violence and all that. And it's so sad, but it's a great lesson in the fact that, we gave a few talks after that, and we spoke to the people. And really, truly, I see that we've become not just a community, but a family, especially with all the regular people that come.
Yeah, that's right. And they look forward to it, because like you said earlier, that there's some people don't even have family. I've heard so many stories.
It's the only social event in the whole week.
100%, I know, and they look forward to it. It's like, wow, I can't wait to get back there, because the people are so kind, so it's just beautiful. But we'll go back to some of the readings here, Joe. So do you have anybody you want to say hello to from your page?
I can't recognize any of the names, to be honest. I think they are all your...
Hang on a sec.
99.9. The difference is the music.
So we're back here on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So do you have anybody you'd like to say hello to there, Joe?
I suppose I can't see...
Any of your fans, your family?
But anyone that's listening, I say hello to everyone. And thank you for listening in. And especially to your fans, thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Yeah, you're welcome. So what we're doing here is we're just sort of getting out the name of Team Jesus, which is a community-based or charity volunteers, a lot of volunteers that actually go around and gather people up over the years and then put them all into one little hall and give them food, I guess. That's probably the long and short of it, is it, Joe?
Yes, that's right. I mean, everyone now, we've been at that hall for almost 5 years.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
So people from around the area.
So everybody knows about it. So so it's down in Blacktown, 30. What
number 30
Yep.
and First Avenue.
31st Avenue. So you're there every Friday night from 6 o'clock till
about 9.
Till about 9 o'clock, yeah. So I will be down there on Friday, the 11th of February. So if you want to join me down there, let me know. Contact me on my Facebook page, Psychics on Radio's Angels on Air. So we're just going to go back and do some more readings here, Joe. So I just want to say hello to Carly Williams. She's here. We've got I've got Hayley Stanford Layla. Thanks for watching. We've also got Donna Marie Higney. She's watching as well. She says, I can't hear you on Instagram at all. Okay, well, I don't know why. That's really bizarre. So looks like everybody else is still on there that can hear me. So I'm not sure what's happening there. So Rosie Salerno, she says, this house, yes. She said, this house, yes, you are right. Thank you, Lizzie. You are totally real. Thank you so much. Totally. Thank you. A lot of totallys there. We've got Jacqueline Oliver. She's watching. Thanks for joining us. We've also got here, she says, hi, would love a reading, please. Thank you. So Jacqueline, we'll come back to you in a second. We've also got OANA Stefan. Oana Stefan, she said, I'd love some insight on what's coming up for me, please. So Oana. So we'll do a general there in the future. Just writing this down while we say hello to some more people. So tell us where you're from, suburb, state and country, or county if you're overseas. We've also got Jacqueline here. She also wants to have a read, so I'll do a general for her in a second. We've also got here Kay and X Muri. She says, I literally have been receiving everything that's been in store so far. I'm just honored, but I've also been getting a stirring feeling like someone is pushing me. I've been getting it since a kid. Do you know anything about it? A stirring feeling. What I think was happening with you, my dear, is that you're starting to realize that you're probably having an awakening. That's what's happening with you. And you're probably actually got spirit. And actually, they just show me that you've got spirit on your right-hand side and you see shadows like me. And they also show me, 2K, that you are talking out loud to a past loved one. That's what I'm seeing as well. I also get the number 13 around you. So 1, 3, and 4. So the month of April is significant for you as well. I also see coming up, there's just a couple more obstacles, and there's also a couple of temptations. So don't take the temptations because it's not going to be the right path for you. That's what I'm getting for you at the moment, and I'll leave it there. But actually, sorry, going back to you with that feeling, I feel like it's somebody around your home, and I feel like there's a little bit of negative energy in the home, which is causing a few miscommunications in the home itself. So you might need to do some white lighting and remove that with some sage, and then put some sweetgrass in there to put the nice, beautiful energy back into the home. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So we've also got Bronwyn Lister. She says, yes, my whole world turned upside down tonight, but going back to doing my YouTube channel reading revamped, though. I don't know what that means. So yeah, tell me what you mean there. So Nancy Mills, she said, Leslie, you have helped me so much with my grief for my mother. She said, you do make a difference with your kindness, and I will always be grateful to you. Oh, Nancy, you're beautiful. Thank you. Nancy actually made me cry because I did a reading for her a few weeks ago, and it was spot on, Joseph. And then all of a sudden, she said that she was crying, and I was feeling her thing. I was crying too, and I don't usually cry, so it was pretty full on. So hello to Andy Daniels. Thanks for joining us. So I just want to go back to Oana. She said that she wanted a general future reading. So I'm getting for you there, Oana. I'm also getting 14 around you. So 1 and 4 is 5. You've got the month of May. And I also see birthday coming up soon. So about around February. Looks like the end of February for that. And I also feel like there's some form of itchy, like you've got itchy hair or something not right with the back of your neck / the back part of your head. And I feel like that's at night when you're just resting. And this is a past loved one, and I feel like they're just stroking your head, just letting you know that they're there. I also see a car for you, and this car is looks like to me it's a dark blue car, and one of those people movies I'm getting, and I'm not sure if that's you actually, because I feel like it might be Jacqueline Oliver or Andy Daniels, Vicky Price, someone like that. So I feel like it might be around one of those ladies there, and I feel like this car needs to have service as well. So they're really on top of the cars tonight. So people mover. And it looks like it's a dark color to me as well. I'm also seeing the number 15. So what's the number 15? So you've got 14 and 15 around you. So 15 in May and April. So what's in April and May? So lots of numbers coming up for you as well. And also who's either Gemma or James. So I'll get a Gemma and James. And I also got this a couple of weeks ago, but nobody could answer that question for me. So I feel like it's coming up now again, Gemma and James. So what's that to you? And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So we've also got, did I do Jacqueline? No, we didn't. So Jacqueline, we've got a general for her, and we've got the number 13 around you. So 1 and 3 is 4. So you've also got the number 1. The same to me, go back to the number 1. So what's the first, or what's the number 1 for you? It looks like a house. They actually show me a house with a skinny letterbox pole, like a silver steel pole, and that the flip top comes over, like the actual letterbox has a flip top, okay? And it looks like it's a light color, like a light cream or maybe a white color. I'm not sure. So what's with the letterbox for you? Is it being replaced, or is there something important coming in the mail? I don't know, because normally I'd see the letters in the mail, but what's with that letterbox? They're showing me like a concrete footpath out to that. And they're also showing me an old home, like a 3-bedroom fibro slash sort of fibro home. It's a light color on the outside. And they're also saying to me as well that you've got like either allergies on your skin, because I'm getting itchy around my neck. And also with this house, it looks like to me it's a 3-bedroom home with a little porch out the back. And at the front part, they've got a little porch out the front as well. And this lady used to sit in either a rocking chair or just an unusual chair out the front, like maybe one of those swinging, I don't know, swing set chairs, whatever they call them, on the balcony. And she's also doing knitting. So she's doing the knitting out there, just enjoying, rocking back and forth on the balcony. And it's got a couple of steps down towards the front, like from that little porch or whatever they want to call it. It's got a couple of steps down into this tiny little skinny footpath to that letterbox. They're showing me that really clear. So whatever that means to you, I feel like this lady is strong here, and she's also giving me pain in my right side of my jaw now. So what's going on with that right side of the face? Is itchy. I'm getting the pain in my jaw now. It's gone. So it must be you, and I'll leave it there. So if you could validate that for me, Jackie, that would be amazing. Thank you. So how are you going there, Joseph? You're right.
Yep, just listening.
So Krista Marie, she says, I received my Nan's wedding ring. She says, I'm turning 40 tomorrow on the 4th. There you go, found the 4th. Didn't I say that? I asked you, but I was like, no, it's got to be for this person here. So there you go. So the 4th this month, she says, in meeting up with my sister to celebrate my birthday, my pop's birthday is in June. He has passed over. There you go. So we said that for, I'm pretty sure, Christy, where is she? Here, so we said the 4th, because the 4th of April here, and we said June, so I've got June here. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for that. I love the validation. So Diane Wilson, she says, yes, going for results tomorrow, all will be fine, I think. So yeah, so make sure that you be really, really positive about this, Diane, because if you actually have that fear, that one little ounce of fear that things are going to go a little bit pear-shaped for you, then you might want to just, rethink your mindset. Because when you start thinking of things in, with manifestation and stuff like that, what needs to happen is that you need to actually brace yourself for something that might go wrong, but then you also got to brace yourself and push yourself to think about the things that could go right, okay? So don't always look at things that are bad, because you're still on that negative path there, okay, Diane? So I want to get you off that path and put you into a more positive frame mindset. That's really important for you. And I'll leave that there. So how was your first hour there, Joseph? You comfortable? You look pretty relaxed now.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You're hanging in there?
Yeah, hanging.
All right. Well, we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Radio SWR 99.9 FM. So if you want to go to the bathroom, we're still live on here, so they can still hear us. If you want to go to the bathroom now, you're better off doing now. You've got 2 minutes. All right. So I'm just going to grab my tea. That's running. All right.
Yeah, sitting down like that. Been sitting on the computer all day.
Almost all school levels on almost all types of motorcycles. A Sydney Motorsport Park Ride Day is the ultimate experience. Now,
For more information, visit sydneymotorsportpark.com.au. Station sponsor.
There are so many people and places claiming to be business experts. So who do you trust? For me, the answer was simple. The Western Sydney Business Centre. They help me with business planning, cash flow, and how to get the best out of Facebook and LinkedIn for my business and more. And best of all, it's free. That's right. You can get 4 hours of fully subsidised business advice with an accredited business advisor. So do what I did. Call the Western Sydney Business Centre on
Just close that door.
4721
So we're live in here still now. Hi guys, can you hear me now?
There are many exceptional women in Fairfield City
Oh,
that deserve to be
geez.
recognised for their professional achievements. If you know a colleague,
Some people say they can't hear me. I don't know why. What's going on there? I might just stop this one and then come back. I'll come back, guys. I'll come back.
For more information,
Check
visit
the
Fairfield
connection
City,
there.
nsw.gov.au. Station
Ready?
sponsor.
Resuscitation
I've
saves
got 30
lives.
seconds. I've got 30
If you
seconds.
can perform resuscitation at the point of immersion, you are more likely to save a life.
Do you think I could learn
Just do some talking for a second. I'll get back and I'll introduce you. And while I fix up this Instagram, okay, so you'll just need to do a little bit of talking. Maybe I'll just ask, ready? I'll just ask a couple of questions.
I'm Laurie Lawrence. Kids Alive, do the 5.
The difference is the music.
SWR 99.9.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and I'm with Team Jesus, Joseph from Team Jesus. And how's your first hour there, Joseph?
Yeah, went past very
I
fast.
told you. I said to him earlier, I said, oh, yes. He said, how long will we be on air? And I said, 2 hours. He goes, what? He goes, oh, my God, he's having a heart attack. And I said, no, don't worry about it. It's all good, So, so the first hour, I said, it will go really, really quickly. So you won't have to worry too much there, Joseph. So we're going into our second hour. We're on radio, let me set another station then, Radio SWR 99.9 FM. And what I am is an international psychic medium. I relay messages from spirit through to you. So we've also got Team Jesus here. So Joseph, tell us about the event coming up. So I'm going to be down there on Friday, the 11th of February. So I've got a few friends going down and some of the followers going down. So what can we expect when we get there?
Sure. Luckily, the hall where we are at, we have a barbecue.
Oh,
We have a
right, cool.
kitchen. We have toilets, amenities, which is very helpful, especially for the elderly, and just makes the stay a lot more pleasant.
Yeah, 100%.
So basically, we prep the food. We make the salad in the kitchen. We also do sandwiches.
Yeah, beautiful.
So basically, everyone gets a plate and they walk up in the line, and we alternate the line every now and then, so it gives everyone a chance to go first. But thank God there's always been plenty of food for seconds as well.
Yeah.
So, and the food consists of chicken,
Yeah.
Regina chicken, pizzas.
So do you have like gluten-free stuff there, or do you have allergy-free stuff?
We have
Do you cater
stuff
for that?
like rice with no meat.
Yeah.
We do some dishes with no meat for vegetarian.
Mhm.
And no one's asked us for gluten so far.
Oh, that's me.
Gluten-free.
So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to eat there unless it was just plain. Oh my God, it's so boring being gluten. I tell you, it's so annoying.
That way, I mean, hopefully we can, if someone was gluten intolerant,
Yeah.
I'm sure we would have something
Yeah.
we can
Well, the
offer.
rice is okay as long as it doesn't have any soy or anything like that in it. So, but it's been tough for all this time to try and find food all these years that doesn't have gluten in it. Let me tell you. So,
A
I'm
lot
used
of
to it
things
now.
have
Yeah,
gluten,
I'm
doesn't it?
I'm so used to it now, and I know it upside down, inside out. But we'll go back to the page there. So we've got Jennifer Oliver. She's here with us as well. We've got VK, and she says, validation. She said, yes, Lesley. She says, have got a sore neck. I just said that before, Joseph. Did you hear me? When I said she had a sore neck?
Yes.
She said, I did sleep the wrong way 2 nights ago. You are spot on. She said, we'll let you know about the job interview. Much appreciated. Love what you do. Thank you.
Best of luck.
Yeah, best of luck. That's amazing. So post up as many questions as you want, guys, because sometimes I'm not streaming from my normal software on my computer. I'm actually trying to grab all the questions from the iPad here. We're on Instagram, on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So hello to all the people over there. We're also here on 6 platforms, including the radio station, Radio SWR 99.9 FM. So we've also got here, Matthew Maguire. Thanks for joining me. How are you, Matt? So Matthew's another psychic medium, lovely guy. So he says, is there anything for me? I'm new. You're not new to spirit. God, give me a break. He's more experienced than me. So is there anything for me? Yes, you need to contact me about the event. That's what you need to do. So, and I know you're laughing now. So come back to me with that, because I've been waiting for months. So Amy Santos, she says, hi, Joseph and Leslie, you've drawn, please. She says, when do you predict my boyfriend, Francis P., will move to Winnipeg to be with me? Gosh, a lot of emoji cons in there. It's very hard for me to read, and I'm blind as bad as it is. She said he's Filipino-Mexican from Philippines. She says, but currently on a working visa as a nurse in Mexico, which expires December 2022. Right. So I don't think he's going to be going anywhere at the moment. They're lovely.
Interesting. Two different parts of the world, Filipino and Mexico.
I know, isn't it? So if you tell us where you're from, suburb, state, and country, you'll see them all like post up where they're from, and you'll get them all around the world. So Ireland, Canada. We've got one gentleman, Dwayne Mercer. He comes on just about almost at the end of the show sometimes, and he's from Canada himself. I just feel like that he's not going to be jumping ship right now there, Amy. So yeah, I feel like maybe you might be going back that way towards him more, because it's what he's doing is quite good where he is, and he's comfortable. So, and I also get the number 22 around you. So they keep flashing me. You've got written there December 2022, but I just keep getting number 22. So 2 and 2 is 4, and I've also written the number 2 and 4 by themselves. So what's the number 4 for you? 2 and 22, and I also get the month of April. So there's going to be a little surprise coming up in April, and I'm not going to tell you that because So wait for that, and then let me know what the surprise is, and I actually see it. So I should actually tell Joseph off air, but if I say something, they're still going to hear me.
No.
So I'll say it later. All right. So Samantha Madigan, hi, thanks for joining me. We've got Matthew. He says, I'm a psychic too. Yes, I know you are. Far out. So when are you going to come on my radio show too, Matt? So hit me up for that as well. And we've got that event that you wanted that we wanted to organise. So let me know when you're free. So what I was going to say for you too, Matt, I was actually going to go back to you. So I also get the number 18 around you. So 1 and 8 is 9. So we've got September month. So what's coming up in September? And I feel like it's either the 10th or / the 9. They're saying to me 9/10 for you in September. And I also feel for you going forward, there's a bit of anxiety on your chest, because I can feel it in the chest, and it's quite overwhelming right now. I don't know, I haven't been on your page or anything like that for the last, I don't know, forever. I've been too busy. But I just feel like there's a bit of anxiety or anxiousness. You're worried about something. And it's also showing me too that there's money going out, but there's also money coming back in, and the time is going to be right. That's what I'm getting for you. And I also see around you, and I'm not fantastic with aura colors, but I see blue around you and pink around you. So what does that mean for you? Because I know you know aura colors as well. And I don't know why, but I know you do have a sore shoulder, but I feel like that the right side of the shoulder or the right part of the neck as well is something not right in there as well. So something's going on with the imbalance of the shoulder area. That's what I'm getting for you as well, and I'll leave that there. But the anxiety is pretty full on for you at the moment. That's what I'm getting. So, and I haven't been to your page or anything like that for weeks. So we've got Jennifer Oliver. She says, I did her earlier. Sorry, we've got done that one. He said, I'm drinking red cordial to be more spiritual. Fair enough. You drink that red cordial. I think it sounds like it's more like red wine. So Alyssa Chatier, she says, hello, hope you guys are well. Yes, we are. Thanks for joining us. We've got Josephine Saldatos. Thanks for joining us. We've got Rosie. She said, Leslie, may I please ask you for one more? She says, we have not heard anything from my nephew for 5 years. We do not know if he is alive or dead. His name is Joseph. Okay. Billingly, he's 30 years old. Yeah. Ooh. Can you send me a message offline with that one there, please, Rosie? Because I feel like this one's a bit too sensitive. So send me a message to my page, please, and I'll answer that then. Actually, send me your message to remind me, and also your mobile number, and we can touch base and we'll have a conversation. So we've got Donna Zimmerman. She said, good morning from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
There you go. Okay.
5 a.m. I think.
Yeah, probably 5 a.m. Yeah. So Amy Santosh.
And cold.
And cold. Yeah. Well, it's probably about -20.
Yeah.
That's see, even like 4 degrees over here is torture
cold.
for me.
Yeah. I'm happy with as cold as it gets here. I was thinking of moving to Queensland even.
Nah, the actual humidity up there would just kill me out there. There's no way. There's actually no way I'm going to Queensland for the humidity. I'll go there for a holiday, forget it, and that's it.
That's as much.
If I can have it, like they have the built-in air conditionings in those suits, like when you go underwater, you've got those suits underwater.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if I can have that in summer, that would be fine, but a little bit weird, but anyway.
Yes, the humidity.
Exactly. So we've got Hina, I can't say that one. Gujral, Gujal. She's watching as well. Thanks for joining us. We've got Joanne Kinnerling. She says, hi, I would love a reading. So Joanne, right. I haven't seen this name before. It doesn't look familiar to me. So let me go. So this, I don't know why I said let me go. So why are they saying let me go? Okay, so that's important. We've also got here the number 11 around you. So you've got 11, and they're also saying to me that you see the angel numbers 1111 or 111, 222, things like that. That's what they're showing me. They're also showing me too, they just said awakening. So you're having an awakening and you're seeing spirit on your right side, or you're seeing a mist, the figures of mist there, and you're not sure. And I also feel like for you that they're around you. They're saying to me that you're like me, because they're showing me that you're facing the left. And when I see people like me, what spirit does is they show me them facing to the left, and they also show me a white shimmy of white. It looks like a ghost behind you, but trust me, it's not. But it's actually like a white shimmy of a figure behind you. That's what I'm getting for you, okay? And I just know that you're actually feeling and sensing things. They're saying to me the energy is high around you, so you might want to, if there's a whole lot of spirit coming through the door, as I normally say, and they're coming through, they're giving you headaches. I can feel like pain on one side of the face and one side of the head here. So if they're giving you cluster headaches or any type of form of headache for you, and you know that you're spiritual, then what's happening is they're all trying to come through the front door. It's like the football team that you don't know. They're all strangers, all trying to come through the front door, and you can't fit them all in at the same time. So that's what happens with spirit when they know that your mind's opening up pretty much. So what I want to say to you is just acknowledge them and tell them to go away, so that you don't actually have the headaches anymore, because that's how I started. When I first started all this stuff here, what was happening was we had a lot of headaches, and I couldn't shake them. If I went to an event, say such as a live stage performance, I'd have that headache from morning till the time I got to the stage performance. Then as soon as I started my readings with the audience, it would stop. So that's what would happen there. So and I'll leave it there, because it'll be under control. Before you know it, because I feel like that some form of this stuff as well. If you need some guidance, I also do mentoring as well, so you can also book me for that if you like. So we've got Alyssa Chatia. She says hello from South Africa there, Joseph. So she's from South Africa. So we've got Hina Gujral. She says hi. She says, I wanted to know about a friend named Abizit Gill. She says, I've been feeling his energy around me. She said, I just was wondering if you could shine some light on our connection. I was also hoping you could let me know if there's any potential for love this year. I just feel like there's a few other obstacles for love this year. There's nothing that's going in your favor so far. I also get the month of April around this young man, and I also feel like number 23 for him. So 2 and 3 is 5 as well. They asked me to add that together. I also see him as another dark-haired person with olive skin, dark eyes, and it also shown me that one side of the eye was a little bit and I don't want to say it because it looks like it was a little bit droopy, but it wasn't droopy, if that makes sense. And I feel like there's pain on one side of the face, so going down maybe a partial stroke or something not right on that side of the face, or he was the same to me, injured, or some form of injury to the face, or some form of what can I say, a disability possibly. I'm not sure. I can't quite see exactly what it is right now. If I had more time, I would. But yeah, going forward, this man is quite a significant person. He had a lot of ideas, very creative, very OCD. He's saying I used to cross my T's, dot my I's, and he's saying also that he's there's a few words that he used to say in the past when he was around, that there's it was like send the love or send the light or something like that. It was something about love words, and it was very basic but very, very significant to you. Okay, so there was a little sentence that he would always use, and he was quite wise about what he used to say. So in other words, if there was any advice to give, it would always be looking from the other perspective. That's what I'm getting for him as well. And I'll leave that there. So if you could validate that, that would be amazing. Thank you. So how's it going there, Joseph? I saw you were typing to your fan club there.
Oh, yes, I had someone that commented that was a bit slow, and she said, I hope you don't get offended. I said, no, not at all. I know it's my first time, so doing my best.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, no, it's great. And someone's also said, no way, too hot in Brisbane.
Yeah,
Tracy. Yeah,
yeah.
Brisbane's
Me and Tracy will be down near, the South Coast, where it's beautiful down there. I love the South Coast. So we've got Jacqueline Oliver. We've already done her. We've got Saya Chakuri. She's watching, and who else we got here? So we've got Donna Marie Hinchy. She says, hello, everyone. She says, I'm from Belfast in Northern Ireland, UK. How cool is that? So we do around the world here, Joseph. So get used to those people coming on board. So we've got Renee Seance Malham. She says, I'd love a reading, please. So Renee, I haven't seen you here for a little while. So Renee, what do I get for you? So let's just do a little general for you. So I'm also getting the number 13 around you. So 1 and 3 and 4. So we've got April as well. Lots of Aprils coming up. I don't know why, but April seems to be a significant month. I'm also seeing, they're saying to me to get out of automatic mode. So when people are in automatic mode, it's just like, oh yeah, I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, I do the same routine, do this, do that. You have to change it up, because I feel like there's a lot of things that you're missing out on at the moment, and you know what I'm talking about. They're also saying to me that health, you need to start walking or do something with your health, because you're spiraling down at the moment, and not completely all the way down, because you're going to catch that on the way. And I also feel like for you that nutrition isn't right. They're saying to me that you're not drinking enough water, because I feel like my mouth is really dry. And they're also saying to me that the nutrition part is not right with regards to your vitamins and minerals. So check up on your magnesium or your zinc and everything like that, so that you can actually be spot on with what your body requires. Because I just feel like there's a little things missing. You're not looking after yourself as much, and that's the message for you. So please do something about it, okay? So we've got here. Oh gosh, we've got Donna Marie Higney. She sends me 3 love hearts. That's beautiful. So who else have we got here? Matthew McGuire must be drinking too much red cordy, because he says, I'm from the Wizard of Oz. So, which is funny how you say that. You must be psychic there, Matt, because I actually love that show. That's my favorite show. So we've got
I loved watching that.
Yeah, same. I have watched it about 90,000 times. Yeah. And did you ever like the Addams Family?
Oh, yes.
What about
yes.
the hot rod? Because I'm a car freak, right? So I love the hot rod with the dicky seat at the back.
I think I'm more like Lurch, so slow and relaxed and not too mobile.
That's a classic. At least you didn't say Uncle Fester. So at least you didn't say Uncle Fester. Thank God. Look, you don't have any, because you're an electrician, right? So you don't have any light bulbs in your pocket, do you?
No.
You get it? I played a joke on Joseph this afternoon, and I said, we'll do this phase and do that phase. And he's going, oh, yeah. And I go, did you get it? And he goes, no. And I said, well, you're an electrician, right? I thought I'd throw in a phase for you. And he just cracked up. So
I was trying to understand what I'm supposed to do. And I guess I just stressed. I hear a lot of anxiety in the listeners. And
100%.
One of the things that I hear from the people that come in, from me as well.
Yeah.
I find that it's very, very common these days.
So because all this stuff, these people, that come on and ask the questions and stuff like that, they suffer with anxiety because they're uncertain at the moment, and they suffer with the sorrow of the past loved ones missing. They're missing them. they're grieving still, you know. So that's what I try and eliminate and try and give them into push them into a positive perspective, motivate them. I put a couple of hats on. My background's in project management as well, so if it's a business thing, I'll say, yes, your business is going to do this. It's going to be at 15% here, but you've got to do this to get to, 50% to get to the moon at 90%. So that's what I do, is I help them with that. But then I also help them and push them with I put my PT hat on and say, I'm going to give you a virtual kick up the butt now, because you've got to get off your butt and go for a walk. You've got to get off your butt and check your health, because that's what Spirit's telling me. Because I see the bloodstream sometimes, and I'll see how clear the bloodstream is, and then I'll say, wow, there's not enough oxygen in the bloodstream, which means I know there's something either wrong with the heart or there's something not right with their breathing or their lungs or something like that.
I think you've hit that on the nail. I mean, with me personally, I would say that processed foods gave me anxiety.
Oh, well, it gives me anxiety. I'm a person.
And
imagine that.
Once I cut that out, I mean, also work. And
you mean physically
life.
Gave you that? I thought you meant like as a mental thing. No,
physical,
right,
yeah. And that's where I see, changing your diet
100%
makes a difference.
100%.
One of my friend George, who I mentioned earlier, we do team juices together. He's a naturopath.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I've gotten so much information from him. And
beautiful.
Definitely diet makes a difference.
100%. I can't stress that enough either.
Your mental perspective. For me, I offer it up to God, say I don't want it, and I just learned to meditate and pray and work my way out of the anxiety.
Beautiful. So anxiety usually comes on when they're worrying about something that's in the future, right? But it's not even happened. Not even happened yet.
No.
So that's the problem. They're worrying about something that's not even happening. So I actually have you heard of the documentary called The Secret?
No.
So that's going to be amazing for you and all your people that go there. And what it is a documentary on the laws of attraction. So Oprah, so she ran her life by it. So there's a big story. I can send you some information on it. And what it is I'll give you the perfect example. If you say, okay, Lesley, I can't afford this and I can't afford that, I'll just get by till the end of the week. What happens? Spirit and the universe will start scrambling together, and they'll go, oh my God, he's just said he's so right. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. I'll just get by to the end of the week. What happens? You just get by to the end of the week. The following week, the same thing. Following week, the same thing after that. So, but if you change your mindset and you say with your words to the universe, and you say, how can I get more money? How can I get by? How can I do this? How can I do that? And then the words, the mindset and the words will change, and then the universe will go, wow, they're right again, because it doesn't matter what you say, you're always going to be right. Do you know what I mean? So if I said to Spirit and the universe, and I said, oh, I really want a black dress, and as sure as ever, it'll go, oh my God, I've got to help her. She needs a black dress, because they're ready to do anything that you want, right? And they're ready to join together, and they scramble in the end. They go, oh my God, got to find her a black dress. So they scramble, and they get this black dress, but it might be the wrong size, because I haven't told it specifically the detail. I haven't said, look, Spirit, I want a black dress. I want it to be size 12. I want it to be up to my knee. I want it to have a belt. I want it to have short sleeve, and I want it to be a cow neck. But I want it to be a bit flimsy as well. Okay, so that's the detail. And I want it in 2 weeks' time. So make sure you get what I want. Sure as ever, it'll start scrambling, and then sure as ever, you'll be walking in the shop one day, and there's your black dress. So that's what it does. And it'll put these obstacles and these little things in your way. And if it is an obstacle or a temptation, it's a negative. So that's because and that's part of a person's journey as well. So people forget that people are on a journey. Before they're born, they have a journey. It's assigned to them. They get angels, they get spirit guides and stuff like that. And when they start talking to those spirit guides and those angels, what will happen is that they'll start scrambling and working with the universe, and they all start to work together. And then if say for instance, if I with the black dress, for example, if I said that I wanted it in 2 weeks' time, it'll start scrambling for it and give you that black dress because I've asked for it. So I'm right either way. So even if I just said a black dress, I'll get just that. Even if I say I can't afford this, I'll get just that. If I say I can afford this and I want to have a house and I want to have a car and I want to have this, you'll get it. You just have to give it a time.
How much effort you put in. So, I mean, like if you resign to where you're at, you stay at that level. Entrepreneurs and rich people always strive
exactly right
for more and more things. And sometimes, though, I find that I have to step back a bit and meditate and ask God to work out what I need to do to get to where I need to go.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But see, what people don't understand is that everybody's on a journey. We can't save
Life
everybody.
is a journey.
Yeah, exactly.
it is.
We
Sure
can't
is.
like for me to meet my boss, to meet you, to get to here, like that's a circle, you know what I mean? Like they
That's
say
right.
it's like the 6 degrees of separation, you know. So everything is done for a reason. I used to believe in coincidences, but not anymore. No way. Because, you know, if people get an obstacle put in front of them, that's a lessons learned. If they haven't learned from that lesson or changed their mindset, because where energy goes, I always get this one mixed up. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focusing on, I can't afford this, I can't afford that all the time, then that's where the energy will go. Because that's what Spirit's listening to. Because you're right. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It's still right to the universe because it's literal. It doesn't understand what it actually physically is. It just knows what you're asking for, you're going to receive because you're right. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's really important that people understand it's a journey and that they need to live on
We're
that.
passing through here. And,
Exactly.
you know, mistakes become lessons when you learn from them.
Exactly right.
And
so I call
we
them
go
obstacles, but they're, you know, because I try and keep it as a positive thing, not make it as a mistake, because it's a mistake is a negative for me. So that's why I try and turn it around.
Obstacles become lessons.
Exactly.
And that develops your character. I mean, what's that saying? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
100%.
You know, but also, you know, your life experience will help to strengthen you.
Yeah.
Help to, I believe, from my personal experience, you know, every single lesson that I've learned, and sometimes you can utilize them or use them to help other people. When we listen to and talk to people, you know, at the feed, and you give them your personal. I'm not a professional, but whenever I have a personal experience that I can relate to, I can give them that information
100%,
to help.
Look, anything helps anybody, you know, and they can take it or leave it. It's not like you've got a gun to their head and you know you want them to accept it.
You can only preach,
exactly.
And if they want to listen,
100%. And it's the same as what I do with here. You know, I can say to them, you know, take that job and don't not take it. Or I can just say, stay away from that person, or do this or do that. They can take it on board or not. It's but you know, purely the stuff that we do on here is for entertainment purposes, really, because it's just a guide. That's all it is, you know. So, but we'll go back to the listeners here. So we've also got. So if you've just joined us, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you can see us live in the studio. We're also on our Instagram page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, of course. And we're streaming across 6-7 platforms plus radio plus Instagram tonight. So we've also got here, what else have we got? So Renee, Students Mayhem, she said, I'd love to know what you see from me in the next couple of months. I think I've done her. Yes, I've done her. So we've also got, okay, Krista Marie Flash says, I received my Nana's wedding ring. I'm turning 40 tomorrow. I've already done that one. My gosh, I'm so far behind. Have we got any more validations there? Can you see any more validations there? I'll just go a little bit. We've got Alana.
Amy Santos, that's... Mine seems to be a different order.
Okay, fair enough. Alana said, I must be picking up on Jacqueline because she said her car is a small red car. That's what's happened before. That's what we just had before. I said for you the number 4, then it was turned out to be someone else, the next person that I was reading. So that's how strong spirit can be sometimes. It pushes you into the next person. So what have we got? There we go. So Jacqueline Oliver, she said, I have an ear infection. So that's why my ear was sore. Tanya Elliott, she says, she says, I found you. She said, did you get any of my messages yet tonight, please? No, I haven't, lovey. So what was the messages? So can you send those messages again for me, Tanya? That would be great. So yes, Jacqueline Oliver, she says, in my right ear. So I know, and I felt that, and I still actually feel it's quite sore. So that's really painful, actually. So Diane Wilson, she said, thanks, Lesley. I do appreciate your advice. I rely on you for your guidance. Oh, thank you. Well, I try and get it right. I actually try and make sure that I, you know, ask Spirit the right questions. And you know, I don't want to give anything that's not correct. And I really hate doing that anyway, because I don't want anybody to suffer in any way. So we've got Nancy Miller. She said, yes. We've got, Okay, so they're hearing fine. They're all hearing fine on the live, so that's okay. It must be just that lady.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, maybe just that lady. So, what if I'm just checking to see if we've got any more validations here? Okay, wait there. What else is there? So, what else is happening around your life there, Joe? So, what else are you doing outside of Team Jesus? Do you just go to church? You do Team Jesus, and you just go to work? Is that right?
My wife and I both work, and keeps us busy. We love to get out, do some camping,
Yeah, right.
fishing.
Yeah.
Love nature.
What's the
I
biggest
love
fish?
nature.
What's the biggest fish that you caught?
It would be a flathead that was 65
Yeah, right.
centimeters, I think.
Wow.
Yes.
Where was that?
That was at Port Macquarie.
Port
we were just
Macquarie.
there on during the holiday season.
I love Port
Oh
Macquarie.
yeah, it's beautiful there.
Very pretty.
Love to be out in nature. Love to be out and enjoy the scenery. It's just it's always great to refresh.
Yeah, exactly. Get your feet. So when you go and touch water like that, it's like you're grounding yourself. It's really good for your soul.
I love the salt water.
Yeah,
I
same.
actually even for my body.
Yep, same.
I get itchy sometimes.
Yeah.
My friend who's a naturopath, recommended, said, why don't you try salt water?
Yeah.
And it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Don't worry about that. I get it. So we've got Marissa Serafino. She's from the Bay Area. We've got Donna Zimmerman. She's from Pennsylvania, USA. She's 5 a.m. here and it's cold. Tracy Freer. She's here. Hello, Tracy. Thanks for joining us. We've got here. Who else have we got? I've got some stars. Thank you, Marissa. She sent me some stars, which is great. I don't know how to use them. Don't even know how to get them off the page. But anyway, so I've got Tanya Elliott. She said, angel numbers 22 to 22. Can someone please tell me if this is the last time we see these numbers in order this century, please? I need it today on radio. Cheers, guys. Last numbers. Wow, I don't know. That's a good question. So it's the 20. It's the second of the. So it's the second of the. So it's the second of the second 22. So it'll be a good time to actually keep checking your phone at the 20. So 2222. So what's that? That'll be 10. That'll be
2nd of February. Oh, so that's coming up in 20 days, towards the end of February.
Yeah, that's right.
22nd. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes,
so
it would be.
Yeah, of course. So look up. I've actually got
unless you
some
go
of
to
the
3022.
Yeah, well, I've got the 222 numbers. So it says that. So the 222. I've got my little cheat sheet here. That's my cheat sheet. So it says 222 is the right one. Right pace, right time. Trust in what you want. Don't think of things you don't want when you see this number. So that's really important. You've got to trust your soul, trust what you get, So that's really important. But that's a really good question. I highly recommend there, Tanya, is to look up those numbers online and go to Google. Go to Google, and I was going to say, you know what I was going to say. Go to
Google.
Yeah. So go to Google and check out the numbers there because it's got to mean something, and there'll be a lot of people onto that out in the universe. So Tracy Free, she says, I keep seeing 222 and 555. So what can you see coming in? I know these are good numbers. So I'm just going to read out the 555 number for you too as well. So that's change. A change is occurring. The universe is moving things around when you see this number. So there you go. So that's really, really important for you there too, Tracy. So Matthew McGuire said, yes, that's true. I do have bad anxiety sometimes and the shoulder problem. Yes, thank you. So we've got Rosie. Tracy Furish says, no way, too hot in Brisbane. I'm one with you there.
Yeah.
So Tanya Elliott, she says it's 29 degrees in Wood End Church Christ in New Zealand. It's 11 p.m. over there right now.
Wow,
so thanks for joining us. Yeah, it is too because it's usually freezing over there. So Donna Zimmer says, would love any messages I need to hear today, please, and thank you. So Donna, what do I get for you? So I don't know why, Donna, but in the middle of my chest here in my stomach, I'm actually getting pain in my stomach between the rib cage in the middle there. Okay, so I don't know what's going on now. I feel like that's either what would they call it, like heartburn or acid reflux or whatever it is, and they're also saying to me Nexium tablets or something. I don't know what's that?
Indigestion.
Indigestion stuff,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
So
Nexium
indigestion,
tablets.
yeah, indigestion tablets and stuff
Mhm.
like that's what I'm getting for you. And I also feel like for you going forward that it's it feels like it's coming up to my throat. So there might be some issues with you with your gut health as well. So maybe go to contact Joseph for the naturopath. Because he's amazing. Any naturopath's amazing, you know.
Look, he's my friend of 20 years.
Yeah.
But at the same
But
time,
he knows his stuff.
He knows his stuff, and he will never ever lie
Yeah.
or pretend he knows something.
Yeah, good on him.
You know
100%.
that.
Yeah, 100%. It's good to have honest people like that because there's a lot of people out there that rip you off, like I said earlier.
Yes.
So yeah, so what I get for you there, Donna, is to something's not right on chest, so the pain is gone there now. And I also feel like for you, there's somebody that passed from a heart attack or they have a heart condition which is not right. I also feel itching on the back of my left shoulder and my arm there, so up on top of the top part of my arm. I feel like there's something not right there as well. So have you had pain there, or have you had some form of itching? Because I can't actually quite get my arm right up. Okay, so there's something not right there as well. And I also feel for you as well, there's pain on my right side of my jaw again. So this side here on the right side, so you've got the left shoulder, right side there, and the pain is still in my stomach. So please get that checked out if that's you, or if it's somebody around here. So it might be Paul Strife here, might be so you don't, yeah, we can take your number off there, Paul, because we don't put your number on there. Okay, so it might be McKenna, I can't even say her name, so hello there, but it might be someone around there that's got actually this issue. So please go and see a doctor if that's not you there, Donna.
Yeah, there seems to be a delay between the messages you're getting and the ones I'm getting.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens with this
Anna
software.
Stefan just mentioned that.
Yeah.
And, I was thinking that as well. I was thinking, you're reading stuff that I've seen up there, and I'm trying to scroll up and down.
Yeah. So that's what this software will do. So I just go with the flow, and I just look for the actual messages and stuff like that. So we've got a validation here. We've got Hina. She said thank you so much. Yeah, he definitely does have a droopy eye. He does have dark hair. So remember how I said that guy that had that eye that was droopy. So yeah, that's beautiful. It's not beautiful, but it's beautiful, the message. Thank you. So Rosie, I sent you a picture of him on Messenger. Okay, well, I'll have a look at that. So Tanya Ellis says no, Oh, tonight, yes, because she likes it when I do it. So I'll do some of them for you later, a bit later there, Tanya. All right. So we've still got 25 minutes of the show. So Team Jesus says that sounds more comfortable temp in the sleeping. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's
not going to 16 degrees from a 29 degrees.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. So we've got Amy Santos here. She says, validation. Thank you for the prediction, Lesley. I prefer my boyfriend moving to Canada. But I may consider moving to be with him. If need be. 22. She says, I keep seeing 22. 222, and ironically it's 2 and the 20, so the second of the second 22. So I also see 11 and 111 a lot. She says the 4th of February is me. She says, and my boyfriend's 1 year and 1 month anniversary. Said you mentioned 4th of April where something special may happen. She says, I may have an idea, but I wonder what. She says, could, because I have plans to be with him in May for his birthday month. So much. Thank you so much. Many blessings. So what else have we got here? Geez, my eyes are sore. I can hardly see. So we've got. So if you'd like to come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, you can post up your questions. You can post up as many times as you want. Also tell me where you're from, suburb, state, and country, so that we can see where we're helping across the world. So have you got any advice for people, any wisdom that you'd like to share about anything there, Joseph? So any kind of, wisdom that you use normally or anything like that?
Every day in my life, I suppose we're always learning and moving. The best thing that I help sometimes to step back and think about, don't rush into things, prayer and meditation, think about what you want. I always like to, because if you rush, you might make a rash decision and not the right one. Where sometimes it pays to step back a bit.
That's what I always
and
say.
think.
Pull back the reins.
And
100%.
generally, it's pays to be patient. Patience is a virtue.
That's what my mum used to say.
Yeah.
My mum used to say that all the time. Patience is a virtue. So we've got Hanny Townsend. She says, I've been denied from 2 schools for physiotherapy school. Do you still see me getting into somewhere? Yes, lovey, of course I do. I've said this 100 times. And because you've been denied of 2 schools, I don't feel like it was the right thing, right path for you. Okay, so Spirit will do that as well. They'll put little things in your obstacle, an obstacle in your path, so that you have to jump over that so that you can get to something better. So look for the better, look for the positive and the much more better opportunities coming up for you. And I've always said that for you, Haley. So we've got Lavina Pomena. She says, hi, I'm from New Zealand and my question is, will anything good be coming my way anytime soon, please? And thank you. Yes, of course. It's another mindset thing there, Lavina. You've got to change your mindset, because we need to start to educate people that if you have a negative mindset, it's always going to be negative. Your life is always going to be on that trail of, obstacles, of bad temptations and things like that. So when you change your mindset and you're more positive, you wake up in the morning, you say, it's going to be an amazing day, it will be an amazing day. If you wake up in the morning and you say, oh, it's going to be crap, it's going to be, I'm going to have this problem, that problem, I'm going to feel pain all day, what's going to happen? The universe is going to scramble and it's going to deliver what you want, because you're right either way. It doesn't matter what you say or how you say it, it's going to give you what you want, okay? Or what you're... Do you see what I'm saying?
I agree there. I think, look, sometimes we don't always get what we want.
Yeah.
And maybe that's because that thing is not right for us, or it's not the right time for us to receive it. I'm always appreciative of what I have. I give thanks for everything that I have and don't have. That way I understand that the things that I don't have is either something that I can push and strive to go for and to achieve, or it might not be the right path. So
100%.
A discernment, a wise person will discern or work out what they want to do, and in time, I think it's all about the timing and your attitude and what you want to strive. We can't sit 100%. On our hands.
Exactly.
I work very hard for my money.
Same.
And it's what you achieve and strive for that you can accomplish. And sometimes, okay, we don't get what we want, but sometimes that's a good thing.
It's a good thing, exactly. You dodge bullets. That's what I say. It's important to be grateful. If people were grateful for just even breathing, there's a lot of people out there passing away. There's a lot, there's a lot of people out there that are suffering. There's a lot of people out there.
I don't have a good body, but I have legs and hands that
and you're walking and you can do anything you want. You're grateful. You just got to be grateful for having. I'll tell you a beautiful story. One of my PT clients, he's very, very wealthy, and he every time he came to a session, he said, Lesley, my life is so good. He says, I couldn't have it any better than what it is. He goes, I love my life. And every time he said that, you could feel the passion in him about his life. I think he's 67, and you could feel the passion in his life. You could feel how grateful he was to have everything that he's strived for. And he's worked his butt off all his life, but he had the best life.
Because he achieved what he wanted.
He kept putting that out in the universe as well, He
achieved what he wanted, and the things that he didn't get, he understood that he made do with what he had.
Exactly, and that's how he brought up his children as well. So they're really, really doing really well for themselves. But they don't take. They're very humble people, but they don't take anything for granted, So they actually give more than they receive, and that's what I like to do. Is I like to give more than I receive,
Well, if we keep constantly asking for more and more things and not being happy or content with what we have, I think that creates a spirit or persona of always wanting, needing more things. And when you're constantly trying to achieve more and more and not being happy with where you're at, you lose sight and you lose sight of where you want to go, and it becomes too crazy, too hectic, too complicated, and you don't learn to appreciate the finer things, the small things in life.
Exactly, and this is what I say about, like when I call it lockup, not lockdown. So when we're in lockup, I was in maximum security, right?
Yeah.
So where I live, but anyway, that was in top-notch maximum security. Couldn't come out from 9 o'clock at night till 5 a.m. in the morning. So
Right.
anyway, God help me. So that was full on. But when you like have a lesson like that and people haven't learned from it, they've got to get out of automatic mode. They've got to actually start and think about their future because they're actually in the moment, in the day. They're not actually
Automatic
thinking
mode.
ahead.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
I think that's a great point because
I've said that for years.
I think, is it automatic mode or do we become like robots and we just
It's
do
automatic
as we're
mode
told?
because if you, like, for example, if you go and ask somebody, how did you get home tonight? They go, I don't know. But they drove the same way home because they're in automatic mode and they would have driven exactly the same way because people are creatures of habit. They wouldn't even know to go in a diversion or get past that traffic because they know the traffic's going to be there, but they're happy to sit there because it's the same way home. It's the same automatic way. But if you say to them, how'd you get home? They're going to go, oh, I don't know. And they'll scratch their head because they go, oh my God, I actually can't remember how I got home, but I got home safe. You know what I mean? So, and that's the automatic mode that I talk about. And I talk about things like, so I'll tell you some how this all came about. So in 1990, what was it? Sorry, 2019. I'm getting my 19s mixed up. 2019, I did four platform shows in December with another couple of ladies, right? So we did these shows, and the whole 4 shows that we did in December was a Christmas special that we did across different venues. Anyway, it was live in person, and for some reason, Spirit just kept saying to me, tell everyone to get out of automatic mode. Tell them to get into first gear in January, second gear in February, and third gear in March because they're going to miss the boat. Anyway, so I said, all right. So I did that. I kept saying that and throughout the shows, and sure as ever, the COVID hit the end of March. So now I know why Spirit was saying to me, tell them to get out of automatic mode in December because they had 3 months to get themselves prepared for the COVID. For the lockup, lockup to maximum security. So that's what I mean. So and if I didn't say that, then people wouldn't have been prepared. But people still didn't learn their lesson. So that's what happens. They actually still feel the sorrow again. So they need to learn those lessons from that time. So if they lost their job, they need and they've got another job. They need to save their money. They need to put that money that money aside for the occasions when they're really going to need it. So they've got to stop thinking about the moment of the day and plan ahead a few months, like 6-7 months, even 1 year. They're going to say, like, ask yourself, guys, what am I here for? Why am I here? Who am I? Like, what is my purpose?
Do we just get up? Do we live to work or do we work to live?
Well, that's right. I always have the saying, and I've had this saying for years about work, is that make your work for you. Don't work for your work. So you do it so that you work it so that you achieve if you're working for a boss, what they want, but then the outside stuff, you make it work for you as well, so that it's a win-win situation. The boss is happy, you're happy, and you have all your ducks in a row, so, but going forward, if they're not grateful, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing over and over and over again.
A nature of wanting more and 100%. Just for the sake of wanting more. 100%. Not that you even need it.
Yeah, and then we've got Melvin Peters. She said, life is so different for me now. She said, need guidance for my future, please. So see, it's things like this that I like to help people with, but they need guidance. But see, this is the thing there, Melvin. The thing is that, people actually look for some guidance, but the guidance is actually in your path. It's not my path. So if I can actually help people to get to that guidance, it would be amazing. But I feel like things are going to turn around for you, Melvin. So they're saying to me, you haven't smiled for a while, you haven't got your head up high. So they're saying to me the 2 millimeter rule, and that was an old thing that we used to use when I used to lecture, and we used to say to people, when we used to lecture for PT, we used to say the 2 millimeter rule, which is when you push your chin up 2 millimeters, you stand up taller. So some people, they want to look taller, they want to look, fitter and everything like that. But when you put your chin up to 2 millimeters, it's actually, or 2 centimeters, whatever, it's actually you're looking more confident just because you haven't got your head down, So that's what I'm seeing for you there, Melvin. So things will be different. You need to wake up in the morning. You need to kick your own butt and get yourself out of bed. get that bed made. So when that bed is made, you set yourself up for the entire day. The entire day is set so that you achieve all your goals that you want to, you know. So, and I also see for you, there's been a little bit of despair around when you're going to bed. I feel like that there's like you've got tears when you go to bed, or there's lots of sadness when you're by yourself. And they also show me when you're in the car by yourself that there's lots of sadness around you as well. And I feel like there's the anxiety. You've got that anxiety happening as well. And I just feel like going forward for you, things are going to change. You need to actually start changing the mindset, because the mindset, once that changes, it's a whole new ball game.
If your mind is defeated, you've defeated yourself before.
That's a good point. Yep, that's such a good point. That's really good advice. So Melvina, I know you can do this. I know you can do what you need to do for yourself. It's just a matter of doing it. Okay, so you've got the ideas. You're not a silly lady. You need to actually get your butt out of bed and start focusing on yourself. So I believe that this year, to be honest, you know, considering the last 2 years, people have been, you know, sort of struggling and sort of, you know, putting, you know, the worry of what's going on. They've been, you know, everything's uncertain at the moment. There's a lot of anxiety around that. But what I believe too is that people need to actually look for themselves this year, and this year is about yourself. So what you need to do is achieve stuff for yourself so that you can actually start to feel better. When you are confident in yourself, or when you've got money in the bank, or when you've got things going right for you, then you feel so much better. So there's no anxiety then. Do you agree there? Do you know what I mean? Like there's no anxiety when you've got money in the bank, when you've got things going in your favor.
Yes.
If you're worrying about something in the future, like what could possibly happen if you're
worrying about something you don't know.
Exactly.
That's the issue. And from personally, that's what I used to worry. Oh, what's tomorrow? What's going to happen tomorrow? What am I going to do? How am I going to get this done? I don't have enough time. And then once I learned to step back and just say, okay, tomorrow will take care of itself.
Exactly. 100%.
Worrying is not going to make a millimeter of a difference.
100%. And you know, like just going back to my PT client, when he used to say that he has an amazing day, like his days like his life is amazing. Every time he came and saw me, he would give me a beautiful quote and some quote for the day. And he'd also tell me he'd share a beautiful story with me. So that's what he does. So guys, if something's not working for you, you need to be grateful for that you've got arms and legs, that you're walking, you're breathing, you're actually living the life of somebody that's not. And then also make sure that you actually, you know, ask the universe, what are you grateful for? And show some gratitude back to the universe, and then the universe will start scrambling and will start doing everything that it needs to do for you. So, and oh wow, I actually got a big pain in my right foot. So I don't know if it's that lady we were just talking about, or Omni, or Kat, Marissa, one of you, for some reason, my right foot was just killing me. So what's going on there? Who was that? So we've also got here Omni. They're having a conversation on the.
I saw that.
Sometimes I can't follow it. Yeah, about the weather. So sometimes I can't follow it because they're all having a gas bag in the background, which I love. I just love it because I read them all later. It's funny. So, and Wendy Harvey, she's beautiful. She says, when we worry, usually only 10% actually happens, which is true, isn't it?
You're wasting your time thinking and worrying and stressing. I mean, personally, that's what I've learned.
Yeah. So they say with the laws of attraction, and going back to that documentary called The Secret there, Joseph, they say that you ask, you believe, and you receive. So you ask the question of the black dress, but I need the black dress to be a size 12, blah, 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 all those details. And I want it in 2 weeks, right? And I want it to be this length, and I want to have that sleeves and whatever else. So they say you ask what you want, doesn't matter what it is. You believe that you're going to get it, and you give it a time frame. So you give it, say, 2 weeks time, or 10 days, or whatever, or you want it by the end of the month. And then you let it go, and the universe will start scrambling, then you'll receive it. So they say ask, believe, receive, and that's how it works. That's
similar to prayer, you know, honestly. It's like, you know, faith without actually believing, you know, if you're just mouthing off a prayer and not actually believing
you've got to feel it. 100%.
You know,
100%.
Because then you're shutting yourself from all these things. You're saying in your mouth or in your mind, this is what I want, but then you're shutting yourself back down.
100%. And, you know, we did a prayer for, you'll love this story. We, the station office admin lady, the office manager here, her granddaughter, we did a prayer, a really, really powerful prayer at the end of the evening one night, and her granddaughter was in hospital. They couldn't tell. She's only a newborn. I think she was 2 weeks old or 2 months old. I can't quite remember. Anyway, they couldn't work out what was wrong with her. So Joanne, she sent me a message, and I said, we'll do a prayer for you, okay? So we did a prayer. Within 24 hours, the baby was out of hospital. They still didn't know what was wrong with it.
Wow.
There you go. So we actually felt like you feel that prayer, you know, like
Mm.
the energy in that prayer. It was so powerful. So, and I love doing stuff like that. But even my story, when I was sick, I had cancer 15 years ago myself, and that's when I believe I got this gift more given to me. I knew I had something when I was young, but I just didn't have a clue. But yeah, and when I was sick, I had my old neighbours across the road, who's been like my friends for, oh my gosh, my daughter's 23 years of age, so pretty much for 22 and a half years. Like I was pregnant with my daughter when I knew them, so 23 years, maybe 24 years actually, sorry. And I was woken up because I was in emergency and I was in a lot of pain, and I had to have emergency surgery. Anyway, I woke up to people crying at the end of my bed, and I could see Rosie, Denzel, and Ursula all standing at the end of my bed just crying. And here I am in pain. I'm drugged up to my eyeballs because I had issues with my cancer and stuff. And then I also said I woke up and here I am trying to console them when they're supposed to console me, but I had no pain when I was consoling them. How's that? Do you know what I mean? I don't think it was the medication.
No.
It was
No,
so
I don't
weird.
think it was. I think, you know, when you start, and that's the other thing, that's what we do at Team Jesus. We stop thinking about ourselves. We give thanks for everything we have, and we reach out for those who don't have nowhere near as much as we do.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you take the focus off yourself and to others, you know, you're using your time, your love, and you're sharing, you know, what you have with others gives you a great energy, a great vibe.
Yeah, 100%.
And
that's why I do this.
As humans, that's what we are meant to live in union with each other.
Exactly.
Not at war and
Yeah.
you know, in anger. And
Don't divide and conquer. That's what I say.
That's
But
right.
we just found the sore foot person.
Ah,
So Rosie, she said, that's my right foot. No, thank God, it's gone now anyway. So she says, and Omni goes, not me, Leslie, with the right foot. It's my left knee. No, I didn't get the left knee tonight. I actually had the right foot. So Rosie said, you said I broke it about 2 or 3 months ago in my right and my right knee. Okay, I don't remember that, but I'll tell you now, it was very, very painful. So Melvin Peters said, thank you so much for that. It's been hard. Lost my hubby nearly 50 years, and my so loved sister through COVID within 5 months. Oh, wow. That's really sad. She says, hubby had dementia and Parkinson's, knocked me for a 6. She says, I know I need to think of me, and I am a strong person, but it's been tough. She says, I feel after the I can't understand that word. Oh, what's it saying? Internment of her ashes and her hubbies this month. I can get closure. Yeah, lovey, they're always there with you. They're not with me. They don't stay with no spirit from a loved one stays with the psychic. Okay, they actually come across to us and they send a message, and then the message for you is all about you, lovey. So it's all that you, everything that, and they're always beside you. Okay, so they're everything is meant to be for you. So you need to look after yourself this year, and you've got a lot of good supporters out there. So, and I'll leave that there with that. But you're doing really well, and they're quite proud of you. And also, sorry, I don't have to say this, but what is with it looks like either a white pearl ring or a white ring or something, a white gold. They call it a white gold ring with a stone on it. Looks like to me it's a pearl. I don't know why they're showing me that, and it's actually a round pearl with diamonds or something around the outside. So that's really, really pretty. Really pretty. So what does that mean to you? Because I just saw that, okay? And I also get whoever's, and I think this is for you, Melvin, as well, is I got the right hip area and the right top part of my thigh is actually killing me. So what's going on there? I feel like you might need physio or something, because the back and that hip area is really, really sore. So Rosie said, yes, you did, and it still hurts. I remember predicting for somebody. I said, "Oh, did you fall over?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Well, be careful." And what happens? 2 weeks later, less than 2 weeks, Joseph, she falls over and breaks her ankle.
Oh.
And it wasn't this lady; it was another lady. And I said, "I told you, I warned you to be careful in 2 weeks." And she goes, "I know," but the dog tripped her over. But anyway, we'll leave it there. So Marissa Serafina, she says, "I have a ring, looks exactly like that." Okay, beautiful. So we found the ring. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. So who was that ring from, Marissa? Because I feel like that was either they're saying to, I don't know why, I just got destiny, and I just feel like that was a ring given to you for what do they call those rings, Joseph? That when you get married, you get a wedding ring, you get eternity ring, isn't it? It's an eternity ring.
Engagement ring?
Yeah, so you got the engagement, you got the wedding band, and you got the eternity. So you got the engagement, wedding, eternity. That's what I see. I feel like it's something to relate to that. That's what I'm seeing. So, but if what's that lady's name? If we go back to Melvine, if you need some help, then reach out to me, and I can probably do something else for you off air if you like. So. I don't have much time, but I'm happy to help you, Lovey, if there's things that, you're feeling that you're in despair, and I can just push you in some, the correct direction. So we've also got here bath bombs for my daughter. Marissa Serafino, a bath bomb from my daughter. Oh, okay, righto. What does that mean? I don't get that. Maybe they're having a chat. Maybe they're just having a chat in the background. So what we've got here is we've got another 2 minutes there, Joseph. So how was your first night on radio? Did you enjoy yourself?
It was, look, you made it very easy, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It was a pleasure.
I told you wouldn't have to do much talking, but you actually, you didn't hold back, so you had a great time.
Yeah.
So I actually was saying to myself, this bloke said he was nervous. I don't think so.
It's just losing yourself in the moment.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So, well, thank you for coming on board, and we will be out at Team Jesus on Friday, the 11th of February. So go to my Facebook page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and see the events coming up there. So love, like, and share the page as well. We've also got the event up there for that as well. So if you'd like to come down and meet me or join us for, if you can bring down some food, if you'd like to donate, if you can't get there, that would be fantastic. So contact us, and I will pass your message over to Joseph, or just go to the Team Jesus -Sydney page so that he can, give you the account details so that you can actually donate to the account. So, and a lot of people will be grateful for your efforts. And if you drop down food, clothing, or water, anything like that, that would be great as well. And actually you serve the food. How do they actually do that, Joseph, just quickly before we go?
Oh, we lay it on the table, and they get a plate, and they line up, and then one by one we serve the food that they like.
Yeah, nice. All right, so we're going to say goodbye, Joseph. So thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for everybody on Facebook and Instagram and all our platforms. So take it easy, and we will be back here next Wednesday night at Radio SWR 99.9 FM. I think Joseph had a great night. So
awesome.
Good night, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
99.9
Sydney's West.
There you go. We're still live. I've just got to turn off all the lives, all right? You sweat, eh?
Yeah.
That's why I just wear sort of like a see, guys, I just sort of wear a like light clothing because it's just too hot.
Tanya, it's been a lovely night, but please, one blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Too much
She's
talking.
funny. No, because she loves my blah blah blah. Because I say blah blah blah. And I actually have a T-shirt with that on it. It's actually really funny because I have a T-shirt with that on it as well. So I'm just going to finish this here. What do we got here? Wednesday.
If you live even close
Just have
to
to
the
finish
bush, you need a
this.
bushfire survival plan.
84, wasn't it?
What to do with animals?
Show
Download
84.
one from rfs.nsw.gov.au. Fill it in now and keep it where you can.
It's actually a good night.
Oh yeah, it
Until a
was
bushfire's
great.
on top of you and
See how
you
easy it is,
may
isn't it?
die.
It's no big deal.
Prepare, act, survive. Authorised by the New South Wales Government.
Blacktown City Council. A city.
See how the ads are coming on?
It's automatic.
Yeah, so I've set it to automatic, but those ads are 30-second ads. So if you want to do advertising on, you can do that. Have you seen that? This guy's getting mauled by this tiger.
Oh, and this lady threw her daughter into a young toddler into the bear's den.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and this guy is just, what did he do? Put his hand in there?
His hand in there.
He must have put, oh my God, what were you thinking?
I know.
Oh, let me cut this pussy? Oh, dear God.
Tell me about it. Like, how stupid are they? Oh, gee whiz. All right. So it's turn off all this. Whatever. It was a good night.
Yeah,
I like
no.
it when someone's with me. So, because I like to have a chat and have a laugh. But otherwise, I just go full bore. As you can just imagine. I'm a fast talker. I'm quick.
Yeah, and that's what they were saying. She's very quick. So you're made for talking.
Yeah. Well, I used to lecture. I used to lecture 9 hours a day, like 3 hours, 3 hours, and 3 hours. That's
See, I'm not a talker. I'm more of a
Yeah.
listener. So.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm used to it. You know? Oh, did I swap that? I swapped
Yeah,
that.
you swapped that. So did you want to do the same?
No,
with
that's just the normal one. I take my own because of the COVID and stuff. I just rather. And plus, they smoke and I can't stand it.
Oh, they're smoking here.
No, not in here, but I
Oh.
can smell it on their breath on the
Oh,
thing.
right.
Yeah. So I don't like it. So this is the next show. He's a bit.
You are still live, Leslie.
Yeah.
When this-
Okay, so we'll just do this. Bye. All right, we're gonna get out of that. Okay. See you, everybody. There you go, Joseph. Wave.
Bye.
Bye.